Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about how we can use a predictive model as an action in Salesforce record triggered flow. So in the last video I have talked about and demonstrated like how to create one predictive model in Salesforce data cloud. And if you have not watched that video, please check it out. I'll be adding that tutorial link in this video description. And I have created that model like to predict the adoption of the animals, like what are the percentage, the adoption rate that can be there for an animal to be adopted. So that kind of prediction we are just calculating using the trained uh, animal records. And this model type is like predictive, and is the goal is like maximize increase is favorable adopter is true, and is capability is of binary classification. And algorithm I have used like XGBoost. So I'll be using this model in the action of the Salesforce record trigger flow. So whenever a new animal record is getting created in Salesforce or getting updated, we can just calculate the percentage of adoption for that animal that got created. So without wasting time, let's get started. And please watch this video till the end to know how we can just use this predictive model as an action in the flows. So from the quick find, I'll be searching for the flows, and by clicking on this new flow button, I'll be creating that new record triggered flow. So whenever a new animal record is getting created, then that time only this flow will be triggered. So from the triggered automations types, I'll be selecting the record triggered flow, and I'll be selecting the object like animal. And the triggering condition will be like whenever the record is created and updated. And I'll be just providing one condition like whenever the age of the animal is greater than 1, then only this flow will be triggered. And I'll be selecting this only when our record is updated to meet this condition requirements. And we can just add our predictive model as an action in a asynchronous path. So asynchronous path means it's always better to use this asynchronous path, since whenever the resource is available, then only this action will be triggered, right? So, and in the by clicking on this add element button, I can just search for, okay, I can just search for this action, and our model name is predict predict adoption of animal. I'll be just copy and paste in the search box. Okay. Predict adoption of animals, this is our model. So I'll be choosing this model as an action, and I'll be providing the label as predict adoption action. And in here we can see that these are the input variables. So these are the variables I have used while creating the model that will necessary to predict the outcome. So these are the factor variables that needs to be provided. So they are based on these variables, the model will calculate that prediction percentage, right? So in here I'll be just providing the triggering record, means that current the animal record is going to be created, that's age. I'll be selecting in the same manner, I'll be selecting the color, then date of birth, then gender, then health status, then species, and finally weight. So we are good with all of the input variables. Now we can see that these top predictors. So if I just include this one in the help text, we can see that specify the number of outputs. If no variable is specified, the default is 3. So top predictors means what are the topmost 3 variables are that that are mostly reflecting the outcome of this model. So I'll be choosing these 3. So if we are not specifying any value, the default value will be like 3. And from the output resources we can see that this action provides, these are the two variables like prediction. So prediction, if I just read out this description of this prediction, so this is of type number. This basically will provide the percentage of the prediction, means outcome. The output, so this description says that this output value represents a prediction. The meaning of the value depends on the model type. And top predictors is, its name is, API name is like factors, and label as top predictors is it's a apex collection. The output represents the most important variables that influence a predictive outcome. So I'll be just, for today's demo I'll be using the just this one, prediction, prediction as a variable. And let me just update the record. Like I'll be just in the animal record, if I just see from the object manager, I'll be searching for the animal record, animal object, and in here we can see that this adoption rate, this long text area field I have already created. So I'll be updating this adoption rate field with the value from the this action. So I'll be just selecting this update triggering record element. So update the animal record, and so there are no conditions needs to be provided. I'll be just selecting the adoption rate, and from in the value I can just search for this action like outputs from the predict adoption action, and I'll be just selecting this prediction. So this is how we can just simply use this prediction model as an action in the flow. And let me just save the flow, and then I'll be just debug the flow. Let me provide the name like use the name of the flow as use prediction model as an action in the record triggered flow. And let me just save this one, and let me just debug. And from the path for debug run, I'll be selecting asynchronous path, since in the asynchronous path only I have added that action. And I'll be like selecting the created, and I'll be just checking, I'll be selecting animal, and I'm just skipping the start conditions. So let me just run this one, and we can see that the flow got triggered successfully. And in the labels, in the update records element debug log, we can see that this adoption rate value is getting populated. So right, so this one, the value is getting populated 57.673. So this is our adoption rate percentage, that is of number. And uh, in the input variables, whenever the action is getting that triggered, we can see that these are the input variables are getting passed into that model, and based on that we are just getting our prediction outcome. And this is the JSON response we will be getting from the action from our model. So I'll be using this model in prompt template as well in the later sessions. I'll demonstrate that as well, like how we can just manipulate with the JSON, and we can just find the topmost variable that are topmost predictors uh, that are resembles to create that proper outcome. And we can just improve our model with respect to those variables as well. So please stay tuned. Please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel.